Every ornament has its place. Written by Vincent Verrico, illustrated by Marcus Williams. Mom! I yell. Sound of dishes and glasses being rinsed in the kitchen sink. Mom! Sound of plates and glasses being put into the dishwasher. Mom! What, Matt? Mom says. I can't find it. Find what? My mouse in the rocket ship ornament. Keep looking. It has to be there somewhere. It's not. I looked. Honey! Mom calls down to Dad in the basement. What? Dad says. Can you help Matt? Help Matt with what? Help Matt find his ornament. I brought up all the boxes. I'm getting the Santa for the yard. It has to be there. Dad yells up to Mom. He says it isn't. It has to be. Mom! I yell again. Honey! My mom yells again to my dad. Okay, my dad says to himself. Dad! Honey! Okay, Matt! My dad yells. Dad! I'm coming. Let me stop the story right here so you can catch up. I'm Matt, and just a few years ago, when I was 8 years old, I needed my family's help to find my favorite Christmas tree ornament, the mouse in the rocket ship, the coolest Christmas ornament ever. About 22 minutes before I needed their help, my family was finishing Thanksgiving dinner. More accurately, I was finishing Thanksgiving blueberry pie, my favorite, and it was just me and my mom left at the table. That's where my Christmas story to share with you begins, on how I lost my favorite mouse in the rocket ship Christmas tree ornament, and in searching for it, I found something more important than I ever imagined. To begin, we need to go back in time together. So think of your favorite Christmas tree ornament. Don't say it. Think it to yourself. I'll need you to say it later in the story, so remember it. Now, everyone, count down out loud with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whoosh! Open your eyes. It worked. We made it. Now, let's see what's happening together, and I'll narrate the story to you. 22 minutes and a few years ago. Thanksgiving is almost over, my mom says with a tired but satisfied sigh as she picks up the plates off the table. It's almost time for the tea to come in, I say with a mouthful of blueberry pie. Matthew, do not speak with your mouth full of blueberry pie. Sorry, Mom, I say with mouth now half full of blueberry pie as I look out one of the dining room windows. It is cold and windy outside, and I am watching my dad walking in the snow towards the family car with my 2 older brothers walking close behind him. I get up out of my chair and put my face and hands on the cold frosted glass pane so I can see all 3 of them walking back towards the house, fighting the cold wind. I'm so glad I'm inside eating pie. Dad is in the middle, Jonathan is holding up the top, and Mike is holding the trunk as they carry in the only Christmas tree of its kind. Every year, neither the front door seems wide enough, nor the living room ceiling high enough to fit in that year's Christmas tree. Yet every year, after the tree is brought inside and put on its red metal stand, Dad gives the tree a slight turn to show the best branches, and it always stands slightly crooked, perfectly crooked, same as every year. Jonathan looks at the tree, and then the fireplace where all the stockings are hung. Now we can get presents and stockings full of stuff, Jonathan said, excitedly for all to hear. Oh boy, I say, equally excited. It's almost time for my favorite Christmas ornament to appear. I know it comes first, though. It's the colored lights, large and small, that blink red, green, and blue. After my dad sighs, which he does every year, he needs to untangle them, which he does every year, from the large multicolored knot that they are somehow in. Once the multicolored knot is untangled, my dad will plug in and test the bulbs. After replacing those bulbs that don't work, my dad will wrap the strands through the branches from top to bottom. When he finishes, my dad then plugs in the lights, and the whole family stares for the longest time at the beautiful, blinking colors for the first lighting of the season. My dad smiles, which he does, say it together, every year. Next up is the silver tinsel that hangs like icicles. They dangle, sparkle, and shimmer. I like the way that the lights reflect off the tinsel in my eyes. Then I hear my dad say what I've been waiting for him to say. "I got him, boys." I happily watch my dad bring in the ornament boxes. One by one, he neatly stacks them on the living room table. I patiently wait as much as I'm able as one box gets placed down after another. Mike and Jonathan can't wait to get started either as they circle the boxes like foxes. Even our two dogs, Holly, the yellow Labrador, and Havoc the boxer, join in the circling the table. Mike, Jonathan, Holly, and Havoc aren't the least concerned about boxing me out. I don't care about being first or putting on the most. I just care about my favorite one, I excitedly think as my dad gets ready to set down the last box. Then the big moment finally arrives as the last box is placed down. My dad says, "I believe that's the last box, boys. You can start now." My brothers quickly and enthusiastically open the boxes, and they reveal beautiful and homemade and new and old and odd and favored ornaments. The boys quickly grab the ornaments, except no one notices me searching frantically for the mouse in the rocket ship. Where is he? Where is he? I think over and over as I frantically search. My brothers are putting ornaments up as fast as they can and as high as they can reach. The dogs have decided to go into the other room to lie down and watch from a distance. That's when I yell from my mom, who yells from my dad, who needs to stop getting the Santa for the yard so he can help me find the mouse of the rocket ship for the tree. "What's wrong, Matt?" my dad says to me as I hold back tears. I can't find him, Dad. I've looked, but I can't find him." "Who?" my dad asks. "The mouse in the airplane," Jonathan says, picking up his next ornament, a homemade one that he made in the 2nd grade. "Rocket ship!" I yelled down. "It's a rocket ship!" I say again as I see ornament after ornament quickly finding a place on the tree. "And there's not going to be any place for me to put him on the tree." "Okay, Matt," my dad says, patting my head. "We'll all look for the ornament that you like best, and we won't rest or put another ornament on the tree." My dad looks at my brothers, "until we find the mouse in the rocket ship." I smile at my father as I rub my eyes clear of tears. "Mom and I will look upstairs and in the basement. Mike and Jonathan will help you around here. Take your time and look carefully." "Okay, Dad. Thanks." And look I do with all my energy and might. Under the couch and under the chairs, in the boxes and on the stairs. I look to my left and to my right, in places big and places small, in places short and places kind of tall. Nothing. My parents and my brothers try as hard as they can too. In the attic and in the basement, in the dressers and bedrooms, in the closets and behind the brooms, everywhere square and everywhere round, we looked everywhere in the house, but unfortunately, the mouse in the rocket ship was nowhere to be found. I was about to give up as I sat down in front of the tree. Looking up at the ornaments, I wonder, where can the mouse in the rocket ship be? Then, with the lights blinking above, I hear a voice, a jolly man's voice that sounds familiar, but I do not know who it belongs to until... "Ho, ho, ho! Look here, young man. I can help you, if you believe." So I look up, and I cannot believe what I'm seeing. The ornaments on the tree are looking at me. I rub my eyes. The reindeer, the carousel of horses and zebras, the animals on Noah's Ark, the antique doll, my mom's favorite, and the gold bird, my dad's favorite, are all smiling and nodding at me. Then the Santa ornament speaks again and asks, "Matthew, do you believe?" "Believe in what?" I ask Santa. Santa smiles at me, eyes twinkling. My dear boy, ho ho ho. Do you believe in me? Do you believe in the true spirit of Christmas? That it is better to give than to receive? I look at Santa and the other ornaments and nod, smiling. Of course I do, Santa. I believe in you, and I love to give to others too. Santa smiles and says, I believe in you too, Matt, and you've been a very good boy this year. The ornament you cannot find, the mouse in the rocket ship, is one of a kind because it means the most to you. It is your favorite. Just close your eyes, think real hard, and count to 3. Then say out loud the name of your favorite ornament, and the mouse in the rocket ship will be right where you want it to be. Remember, Matthew, every ornament has a place on the Christmas tree. With that, Santa winks, and I close my eyes and count. 1, 2, 3. Now say your favorite with me. The mouse in the rocket ship, I say out loud. When I open my eyes, I see my favorite ornament is on the floor in front of me. How did he get there? I say as I stand up and walk towards the mouse in the rocket ship. I found your mouse in the rocket ship with Holly, Mike says. She had it under her paws. I guess she likes it best too. Or maybe she was hiding it from Havoc for you. Thanks, Mike, I say, smiling at my favorite ornament while picking up the mouse in the rocket ship. I'm going to put him on the tree, I say. Put him front and center, son, my dad says. Yes, Mom says, smiling. It will look perfect there. Well, Mom, you know, every ornament has its place on the Christmas tree. That's true, Matt, Mom says. Where did you hear that? Oh, just someone I believe in, I say as I wink at the Santa ornament. Oh, my parents say together, looking at each other, unsure of who I mean. So I hang the mouse in the rocket ship in the perfect place for him this year, in the middle of the tree, just below Santa Claus, and between the snowflake and a Noah's Ark. I look, admire, and smile at my favorite ornament on our Christmas tree, as my brothers continue to put their favorite ornaments on the Christmas tree. Even Holly and Havoc have come in to watch. I think I'll turn on the switch now so that the lights on the side of the rocket ship will blink to start the Christmas season. And with my parents, brothers, and dogs watching, and the lights blinking off the tinsel, red, green, and blue, in my eyes, that's exactly what I do. So cool, I say, looking at the mouse in the rocket ship as it blinks red, green, and yellow. So cool. And with that, we must end our story. Matt here again. I hope you enjoyed it. After I lost my mouse in the rocket ship ornament, I made sure I put my favorite ornament in a special place so I would never lose it again, to Holly or anyone else. Now, please go decorate your own Christmas tree with your favorite ornaments, colorful lights, and shiny tinsel. I hope all of your ornaments find their rightful place on your Christmas tree every year, especially your favorite ones. Surprise! I've given you a special gift, your very own mouse in the rocket ship ornament to hang on your tree. Please ask Mom or Dad to carefully cut it out for you. How cool! From my family to your family. Merry Christmas.